Okay, so, alright, uh, alright, let's begin. Alright, okay, so what do I want to do? Uh, Mystery? I'll be fantasy. Uh, mm, Zombies? I'll be a survivor. Alright, enter character's name. I'll be Joshua Bright. Alright, Joshua Bright. Generating story. Alright, you are Joshua Bright, a survivor trying to survive in a world filled with infected zombies everywhere. You have a pistol and a backpack. You have managed to survive several months avoiding zombies and scavenging food. You cautiously enter a rundown store and hear something behind the counter. You cautiously move over to the counter and look around. There's something behind the corner, the counter, but you cannot see what it is. You slowly reach up for the counter and attempt to push it open, but it is solidly there. You jump back and listen again, but still cannot hear anything. Uh, Investigate further. Alright, you investigate further. You decide to investigate further. You slowly edge around the counter, trying to see what is behind it. You see a man step out from behind him with a large axe in his hand. He stares at you with wild eyes and, What? Hello. Hello. I've started. I see. Do you want to get... Do you want to make mac and cheese, Lucy? Sure. Let me ask Charles so I can make Charles was going to make mac and cheese if you guys didn't bring food home. He was telling me earlier that he was going to make some, but wanted to see if you guys were picking up food first before actually making it. You know, just to make sure. Yeah. Do you want the white cheddar or you want the orange? The Kraft, please. Alright. You decide to investigate further. You go back to the counter and try to push it open again. This time you can hear the noise quite clearly. The noise of a chain being pulled. You quickly move back as the door in the back of the store swings open slightly. You can see a man reaching his hand out towards you. Oh no. Wake up! No, wait. Fart! Fart. Fart. You fart. You fart. You fart. You decide to take matters into your own hands and fart. The man behind the counter screams as he's covered in foul-smelling gas. Okay. Quickly, grab my hand! He shouts desperately. You grab his hand and jump off the counter just as he pushes you off the floor. What's happening? I have no idea. I'm Joshua, a survivor trying to survive in a world filled with infected zombies everywhere. I'm Joshua. Hi, people, I'm Joshua. Okay, now wake up. Wake up! Oh, wait. Hold up. Wake up. You wake up. The gas hits your nostrils and causes you to choke and fall over. Your eyes begin to itch and burn like crazy. You cannot breathe through your nose. You feel like you're gonna vomit.
What?
Is the Joshua part that bad?
I guess so.
You manage to get to your feet and move away from the foul counter. You cannot stop coughing. Okay, I like this. I'm just gonna do it again. Wake up. You wake up. You wake up and look around. Your eyes are burned like crazy and your nostrils are clogged with mucus. Ew.
Are you gonna want mac and cheese food?
Alright, you look and try to move, but your body is stiff and it hurts. Your eyes begin to clear and you're breathing somewhat normal again. You stumble over to the counter. This is kind of boring. I wanna retry. You are still coughing, and your eyes are still stinging, but you manage to get your bearings. You're standing in a small back office of the store. Oh, we're in a store. There's a single door out of the office leading back to the store itself. On a small desk, you see a radio with a small CB radio attached to it. A radio with a small CB radio attached. Why do we need two radios? I don't understand. Listen to the radio. Or wait. Yeah, I'll listen to the radio. I'm gonna listen to the radio and see what it says. You turn the knob on the radio and listen as a voice begins to speak. What's that saying? We are the lucky ones. The infected are fast, but the air is clear and we are warm. We run out of ammo, but we have plenty of food. We are safe and sound and wish we had more of this clear air to breathe. You press the button to reply as another voice begins to speak. Wake up. Wait, what? This is what the, retry. Okay, you decide that you will try out the CB radio. You press the button to reply and hear a man's voice on the other end. Hello, this is Captain Anders of the MV Atlantis. What? What is this? Captain Anders of the MV Atlantis. I have no idea what this is. Retry? Alright, are you really going to keep using that button to reply? You've used it twice now and it's starting to make me crazy. You turn the knob again and reply to the radio. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous that something will come along and bite me in the butt. What? That's weird. Speaking of which, what's for supper? I want to know what's for supper. Alright, you joke. The radio crackles to life.
Is it seeds? I can't tell. Because I don't need seeds. No, I have enough seeds.
Alright. The radio crackles to life. That's funny, I was just thinking that myself. The voice replies. If you don't mind me asking, what are you gonna do with yourself? Are you looking for a place to settle down?
I need
Wake up
in
in your.
Just look at bird
bed.
pellets.
You wake up in your bed. You take a deep breath and try to relax. You close your eyes and take a few moments to just let the exhaustion wash over you. You quickly realize your body is sore, but you feel a lot better than you did before. You hear a knock at the door and slowly get up to open it. Raise your eye. I really don't know what to tell you, you reply. I'm just trying to survive another day. I don't have any plans at the moment. When do I wake up in a bed? Stop replying to the radio! Twitter says Trails. Title says tuning. Stream is a text adventure. What's happening? Wait, what? Oh, crap.
Did you forget to save the title?
I thought I did! Hold up. Did I? Crap!
You didn't change the game. Oh no, you didn't change tunic.
Hold up. I can fix this. Nothing is happening. Everything's all good.
It's the same as ever.
Was fooled yourself on April Fool's. Oh no! How dare they? Does it say Trills now? Alright, this was one of the first questions asked of you when you woke up. I'm gonna go with the first answer I saw and say I'm looking for a place to settle down. You say, great, I'm Troy, by the way. The voice replies, I'm sure you're wondering about what happened out there. Yes, okay, that's good.
I farted.
Hold up. I want to be transported. You wake up in your bed. You have a nice house in the suburbs. A large backyard with a pool in the back and a large deck off the back where you grill out and entertain a lot. You live a very comfortable life thanks to the army base nearby and the abandoned cars that are found on the road almost daily now. Abandoned cars? Abandoned cars? Army base nearby? What is happening? Go to school.
You gonna go to school?
To
Go to Bracers.
school. Is this story from Estelle's perspective? No, it's from Joshua's. I'll show you. You are Joshua Bright. This is from Joshua's perspective. You go to school. You have a good life, but you wonder how it can be possible to have it all. Oh, by the way, April Fools! Should have guessed when he willingly went to school. April Fools, everyone! I tricked you.
Does it have the emoji button again, like last year?
What?
Where it translates the story into emojis?
I don't think so. I don't see it. Guess it was only for the. You are the fool. Everyone's a fool. I was also a fool. I thought I changed the title, but really it was still Tunic. All right. Go to class. You go to class. All right, go to class. You go to class. Your professor stands at the front of the class, and at first you think it is to talk. You soon discover that it is to yell. Pay attention! He screams. I want you to listen very carefully. What? So, at first you think, So Joshua thinks at first the class is to talk, but then it is to yell? What? This is, strange. Okay. So, sleep in class. You sleep in class. Wait, why does it say I slept in class twice? Must be having a hard time processing. Sleep in class. Are we sure this isn't a style? It's Joshua. Alright. You cannot focus. Your anxiety has gone so high that you cannot concentrate. You need to get a grip. You sit back in class and try to relax. Your professor continues to rant on about something. You are half dozing when you realize that you can hear the man outside the classroom door. He's talking. What? What's going on? I'm gonna continue. This game is realistic. His voice is very soothing? Maybe the voices you hear are just your imagination. You try and concentrate on the voice of the man outside the classroom door. You try to block out your professor and the other voices in your head. You try to block out the noise and the panic and just concentrate on the... This is starting to sound weird. I'm gonna retry. Does it really have to say... Alright. You, straight to listen. Try to make out what the man is saying. He is speaking clearly, and you think you can understand. What's he saying? I'm getting curious. So curious that I could have a curio. That I could eat a box of curios. Alright, step outside now. Class is dismissed, he says loudly. You sit up straight and try to focus as you walk out the classroom with the rest of your classmates. Okay. Go to the cafeteria. Go to the cafeteria. I hope I spelled cafeteria right. Go to the cafeteria. You walk into the cafeteria and immediately see him. He's sitting alone at a table at the court. Who's him? Is it the guy outside the classroom door who was talking and you were trying to make out what the man was? This is weird. Alright. Sitting alone at a table in the corner, a cup of coffee in front of him. You quickly head the opposite direction to a table strewn with not much more than a pile of sheets and an unwashed plate. You sit down and try to relax. Okay. Now I'm going to leave the table. Alright, you sit alone at a table at the cafeteria. You try your eyes on the man, but he's hard to read. You watch him as he speaks to the kids around him. I thought I was sitting alone! He's clearly older than the other people in the room, perhaps early 30s. He has short dark hair, almost black. I see. Go to McDonald's. Alright, I'm gonna randomly change the story a bit and go to McDonald's to get a McTron. And go to McDonald's to get a McTron. It's gays? I'm pretty sure that's not it. I'm pretty sure it isn't gays. You said to go to McDonald's. You sit down at a table and order. You take a bite of your food and realize that you can hear the man still?
Is he farting?
Is he with us? Is he following us? You stop chewing and listen carefully. You cannot make out what he's saying, but he sounds nervous and agitated. What are we trying to... Digi school, you chose McDonald's. Rookie move, Joshua. This is the first time Joshua skipped school. Deciding to go to McDonald's and get a McFlurry? What's a McFlurry? Mom! Mom! Never mind. Oh,
What?
look!
What?
I was saying that I go to McDonald's and get a Patron, and it says you decide to go to McDonald's and get a McFlurry!
I did not order a McFlurry. You immediately see him.
You walk through the restaurant, immediately see him. Are we following this guy or what? What? I don't know. It's like the last few sentences are like about this man. This random man that was outside the classroom, and we see him in the cafeteria, and now we see him at McDonald's. Is he following us?
Go to like a kid's place. Go play on the play place and see if you see him.
Okay, I'll do that. You walk through the restaurant and immediately see him. He's sitting alone at a table in the corner, a cup of coffee in front of him. Alright. Play in the play place. Play in the play. I did not realize what I was doing. Alright, play in the play place. Play in the play place. It says play twice. You sit at the table and play on the playground set. Your classmates are running around. Wait, what? Our classmates are with us? What?
He followed you.
No!
He's watching you.
No! So he is following us! He is following us! Your classmates are running around you, screaming, laughing, and having a good time. You cannot help but notice that he is watching you. Okay. Why are you watching me? Alright. Why are you watching? Watch on? Why are you watching me? Why are you watching me? You say, why are you watching me? You stand up and ask the man why he is watching you. He looks at you and says softly, I am watching you. He says, every time you look up, I am watching you. What? What the heck is this? I'm gonna retry. This doesn't make any sense. You stand at the table and scream at him, why am I being okay, this is weird. Okay, maybe asking why he was watching us was like a bad idea. Maybe I should have retried whenever I played to the play place.
Did you fart on him yet?
No! You shout with the hits of anger, why are you watching me? He looks up slowly and says the most menacing voice you've ever heard. I am not. I don't care what you're not doing, I can see you. You're freaking me out! Alright, now we'll fart on him.
Sit in his lap and fart.
Fart! You fart! You decide to fart. The man jumps back with a look of shock on his face. He covers his nose with his hand, as if he cannot stand the smell. You immediately feel bad, but you fart again. And this time you can see that he's backing away from you and moving his hands towards his face.
Take that, creepy man.
This. Oh, hold up. This is what you give for watching watching me creep.
You decrepit old creep.
Alright, say, this is what you get for watching me, creep!
Such a sweet baby.
You shout at him, and he looks like he might attack you, but his face breaks into a relieved smile. Gosh, I'm sorry. You startled me, he says. You feel your anger subside. He notices that you have an apple in your hand and asks if you would like to buy an apple. What?
He's just trying to sell apples?
What? No.
Is it for the teacher?
No. You say no. Just no. You say just no. You say no. You say no. You feel your anger subside. He sees her like little. He notices he's what? Okay, this has nothing to do with saying nope. Alright, you shake your head. I already ate. I just wanted to try the new apple flavor. Oh, okay, he says. You hear his voice and see his face, but you're still not looking at. So we see his face, but we're not looking at him. How do we see his face? Do we have like an eye at the side of our head or something? That's kind of creepy. Alright. He seems to change his mind, though, and asks if you would like to get a drink. Nope. You say nope. You shake your head. I'm fine. He seems to notice that you have a drink, but he does not comment on it. He continues to watch you, but you notice that he has stopped moving around. He's just watching you, and he wants you to notice it. We just talked to him! This is getting creepy. I want to retry. Alright. Alright, you shake your head. I'm not interested. Okay. He turns away and resumes talking to the kids around him. You notice that he continues to watch you, but you cannot make out his expression, nor can you read his body language. Okay. Teleport into the future. I want to teleport into the future. Alright, you teleport into the future. Alright, you teleport into the future. You sit in a chair and watch the world go by. You're watching a woman push a shopping cart down the aisle of a grocery store. She's chattering away to the person in the cart. But you cannot make out the words. She looks interesting and attractive, but is that annoying chatty woman from the deli counter yesterday? What? Annoying chatty woman from the deli counter. What? Okay. Throw a water bottle at the woman. You throw a water bottle at the woman. How's the AI doing? Creative and engaging. Get out of here. Alright. You said that instead of waiting for her to finish talking, you are going to do something about it. You lean against the cart and lift your shirt over your head. What? The woman in the gasps and screams, but unfortunately, no one else notices. You grab a water. Okay, this is weird. Retry. Alright, you stand up from the chair and throw a water bottle at the annoying woman. The woman looks startled and annoyed. She continues to chat to the person in the cart, but you can tell she is not happy with you. The man in the cart! There's a man in the cart? What? This is kind of weird. Okay. The man in the cart looks over at you and you flash your lights to let him know it is okay to leave. What? Alright, I'm gonna teleport to the future again. Teleport into the future. So violent. Alright, you sit in a chair and watch the world go by. Wait, what? I want to teleport to a different future that's not about an annoying chatty woman for the dilly count. Are you kidding me? I want something different! Undo. I want to change this.
Crystal.
You teleport yourself into the future. Alright, you teleport yourself into the future. Hopefully this will work. No! Alright, you sit back in a chair and watch the world go by. You see the same annoying woman from the deli counter from yesterday, but she is now wearing... You travel through time. Okay, I'll try that. You travel through sandwiches. You travel through sandwiches.
What?
You travel through sandwiches. Even better.
It's up to the AI to decide what that means.
You said the chair wants to work. No! No! It doesn't work. I want to travel through sandwiches, not sit in the chair and watch the world go.
What?
No! It isn't foggy today. No!
You silly girl.
Why?
You silly girl. Look at your tail.
That was some crazy suit. Stop giving me the same thing!
Look at your tail.
Wake up. That just gave me the same thing. Joshua really wants to sit down. No, he just wants to watch the world go by as he watches a woman push a shopping cart
That's a little weird.
with a man in the cart.
What?
There's a man in the cart! Ah!
A woman pushing a man in a shopping cart?
I don't know!
I mean, I do that with daddy sometimes.
What? Okay, now you're with me, yeah. Alright, you wake up. You find yourself in the chair in the deli counter. No! In the deli counter at the grocery store from yesterday. I don't want to find myself in the chair in the deli counter at the grocery store from yesterday. I didn't even...
Say, Joshua has a phobia of chairs.
Okay. Alright. You find yourself in the chair. Alright. You find yourself in the chair. The deli counter to go to... Why? Alright. Find yourself in the chair. Okay. Joshua has a phobia of of chairs. Joshua has a phobia of chairs. Hopefully this will solve it. So we chose this spot that he would not have to see her. She smiles at you and continues to AI Dungeons dedicated to its vision for the story. She smiles at you and continues to talk, but you cannot understand her. Alright, Joshua has a phobia of chairs. So this makes him a little nervous. I think I'm feeling a little better. That's great! The doctor said that it is quite normal to feel a little sick after coming out of an extended coma. What? Usually only lasts for a day or two. I feel great, and I have a question for you. Wait, so who woke up out of an extended coma? The woman or Joshua? Now I'm confused. Wake up. I want to wake up. I want to get out of this. I want to get out of this reality.
Escape reality.
Alright, escape reality. Escape reality. Through sleep. Escape reality through sleep. The best way to when's the food gonna be done?
Charles wanted to make his first, so I'm gonna make yours after.
Alright.
I'm soaking the pot for just a sec and then I'll clean it.
Okay. Oh. Alright, you escape reality through sleep. You decide to escape reality through sleep. You close your eyes and quickly drift off
You
to sleep.
dream of chairs.
The woman from yesterday is back behind. No! No! Stop bringing up the woman from the deli counter yesterday. No! No! Alright, oh, this is kind of weird. You stand up to walk out the stores. The woman behind the counter stares after you. As you exit the store, the man in the car from yesterday is looking at you. He smiles and nods at you, and you nod back. You continue to speak to the man as you follow up to his car. I'm gonna retry. Stop giving me the same thing over and over. Stop with the deli counter. Stop with the
Stop with the chair. Stop with the deli counter.
Stop with the questions.
Stop with the man watching you at the play place.
Stop with the woman. You decide to use the power of your mind to make yourself feel better. You close your eyes and concentrate. It works! You feel great! So is there any way I can get a hold of you? What? Okay.
Say no. And fly away.
No, the end. The end.
Is there any way I can get a hold of you? The end.
The end. The end. You the end. The end.
You got the chair ending.
You got the Joshua chair phobia ending. Is there even such thing as a phobia of chairs? I want to look that up.
Oh, babe. Oh, this is fake.
Okay, well that adventure's over. Let's do a different one. Let's do Noble. Enter your character's name. Okay. Dalmor. Google says it's called cathedraphobia. Okay, so Joshua is cathedraphobia. That's good. Or that's cool. Alright, enter your character's name. Dalmor. The mayor. Since Dalmor's supposed to be a noble, why the heck not? Alright, you are Dalmor, a noble living in the kingdom of Larion. You have a pouch of gold and a small dagger. Dalmor has a dagger. Then again, he has a gun, so I'm not really surprised. Alright, you are awakened by one of your servants who tells you that your keep is under attack. You look out the window and see orcs! I see orcs! You grab your dagger and run downstairs. Alright, you see dozens of orcs in the courtyard. You decide to 1. Run to the front door and open it. 2. Run outside with your dagger and see 30 orcs in the road. I see. Alright, run away. You run away. That's a lot of orcs. Yeah, I know. You stay in the house for a time until you see that the orcs are getting ready to enter the house. Run back inside, grab your dagger, and then sneak towards the front door again. You run outside and see more orcs blocking the door. You run inside the house and look for a window. Run away. I'm just gonna keep on saying run away until I run away. You run back to the house. You quickly go back to the kitchen and grab a frying pan. You run back out the front door and see about a dozen orcs blocking your way. You try to go back inside, but see another dozen orcs coming in the door. You run into the kitchen and grab a large chef knife. Wake up. Wake up. You wake up. It sounds like your town might have an orc problem. Dalmor hasn't been taking care of the town much. He let the orcs in. You begin to wake up and feel your head throbbing from the hangover. I see. This is Dalmor, the mayor. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so Dalmor had a hangover. You remember the attack on your keep and realized that you were unconscious for quite a while. You rub your eyes and make sure it's all right. And you make sure all is right with your universe. Your universe. Just to make sure you haven't been hallucinating. You're sure that you are not. Look. And... Alright, look out the window.
Scream at the orcs.
If the orcs are there, then I'm gonna scream at them. You look out the window. You look out the window at the orcs below who've been blocking your path. They're slowly moving back as if something else is drawing their attention. You know it's a group of homunculi. Come
What?
Come up the road towards them. The orcs are about to see them cut them down, but you act first. Scream at the orcs and homunculi.
Scream at them both.
Scream at the orcs and The homunculi could be friendly. Homunculi. Alright, you scream at the orcs and the homunculi. Stop asking me how the AI's doing! You scream at the orcs and homunculi in a mixture of your native language and gibberish. Okay, the orcs and homunculi turn to look at you and you get a good look at them. Their skin is mottled green and gray, like a cabbit. What? What's a cabbit? And they have small legs, but large upper bodies.
Maybe it means cabbage?
Like a cabbage. A cabbage. Run away. Is that skin the orcs or... It could be all of them. The orcs and homunculi are all green. And gray, like a cabbage. Wait. I thought they... What? Alright, you run to the house and grab your bag, running out the front door. The orcs and homunculi follow you, chasing you through the orchards and fields. In the orchards, the trees are so large and close together that you are hidden from view. Go to McDonald's. McDonald's solves everything. You run into the nearest McDonald's and buy one Big Mac and one large fries. You eat them as you run, but the homunculi catch up to you. They grab you from behind before you manage to get anywhere near the fields. Wake up. Wake up. The end. Wake up, the end. Is it watermelon? My baby? I want to see my baby!
I'm covering her with my body.
No, I want to see my baby. My baby! I want to pet my baby, but I'm busy at the moment. Whenever I'm...
It's raining niblets.
Oh my god!
What? What happened?
It's raining niblets.
Oh.
Please do not use that sound! That scared the heck out of me.
Here, let me see something. Did I turn my volume up? I was listening to music. Oh dang, I got my volumes turned way up.
Okay. Hey War, how you doing? Is this Legend of Heroes? April Fools! This is actually AI Dungeon, but the people I'm using are characters from Trails to the Sky that we know of so far. Alright, you wake up to the sound of gunshots. You run outside and see the orcs and homunculi are engaged in a firefight with the orcs and elves. A group of elves across the street from you are shooting at the orcs with pistols and rifles, while the orcs and homunculi are firing back with shotguns and muskets. Kill Josh. It is fate. You missed the story with Joshua in it. He kept on sitting in the chair and watching the world go by. And then it was like, no, Josh just wants to sit down and let the world go by as he watches a woman from the deli counter yesterday walk with the cart. Did he die? No, he did not die. He was just sitting down, watching the world go by as a woman is pulling the cart with a man in it, and it's the woman from the deli counter. Alright, teleported to the future! Time to teleport into the future. Let's take a trip to the future. You teleport to the future to arrive at just outside the doorway of the room where the Elven Guard is located. You see him through the window, sitting alone, musing over a map. You run forward, and suddenly he looks over at you, noticing you. He smiles and waves you in. You step out of the present into the future. You teleport back to the present. You see a group of elves standing over the bodies of the orcs and homunculi, firing more pistols into them. There are a few orcs and homunculi still standing and firing back at the elves. Where did the elves come from anyway?
They're the guards.
Elves don't exist in trails in the sky.
Not that you know of.
What do you mean?
Maybe they do.
I'm pretty sure they don't. They do in this version. I guess they do. Og. Og. Go to... Like how they added stuff and he's too special. What? Go to the nearest... Alright, go to the nearest Dairy Queen. You go to the nearest Dairy Queen. Now I'm imagining Mayor Dalmore just running to a Dairy Queen really fast. These stories seem to involve a lot of food. Yeah. Mostly about McDonald's and other food places that I know of. Also deli counters that appeared out of nowhere. Is Dalmore gonna go to the nearest Dairy Queen? Why is it taking so long to load? Maybe I should change the food place. Let me think. Go to the nearest Red Lobster. It's a really long trip. Go to the nearest Red Lobster. Alright, go to the nearest Red Lobster. Alright, let's go to the nearest Red Lobster. Although they probably won't talk about the restaurants. You step out of the present into the future again. You teleport back to the present. You see a group of elves. I want to go to the nearest Red Lobster. You go to inside the nearest Red Lobster and order a shrimp platter and a diet soda. Ooh. You eat the food and drink the soda. Watching the battle unfold before your eyes. After about half an hour, the battle is over. The elves have run. They loot the bodies of the orcs and homunculi and carry them away. I see. Travel around. Alright, I'm gonna travel around the world in my quote-unquote yacht. You should invite the elves to the Red Lobster. Okay, that sounds better. Invite the elves to the Red Lobster. It'll be a party! Actually, I'm actually surprised the AI knew I was talking about the restaurant and not an actual Red Lobster. Elf party! With only one person that's not an elf, and that's Dalmore. Wait, what? Did it? Oh! Alright, Alright, you invite the elves to the Red Lobster. You invite the elves to the Red Lobster and they happily join you. You eat your shrimp platter and drink your diet soda. After dinner, you talk to the elves a while and learn about their culture. You even learn a few things about magic. The elves are a very magic-based people. And they lived happily ever after. After the end. And they like lobsters. Alright, and they lived happily ever after. The end. You and they lived happily ever after. The end. Yay! Happy ending! We love elves. Oh, alright. Let me do night. Alright. Colonel Richard. Colonel Paw. Okay, I'm just gonna put Richard. Alright, Colonel Richard. It's kind of like Indiana Jones and how the protagonist didn't really need to do anything. Alright, you are Colonel Richard, a knight living in the kingdom of Larion. You have a steel longsword and a wooden shield. You're on a quest to defeat the evil dragon of Larion. You've heard he lives up at the north of the kingdom. You set on the path to defeat him and walk into a dark forest. As you enter the forest, you see a man in leather armor jump out from behind a tree. He wields a short sword and lasso. You draw your sword and shield, but it takes you several seconds to get him in your sights. When you finally do, you swing at him, but he rolls out of the way and manages to catch your blade with a short sword of his own. Okay. Alright. Realize that the dragon is at the south, not the north. Alright. You realize that the dragon is south, not the north. You turn your horse to leave the forest, but the man in leather steps in front of you and tries to swing at him. He catches your blade with his own, and you both struggle for control of the sword. When he finally pushes your blade away from himself, he uses it to knock your horse to the ground. Oh no. I wanna You decide to go back to where you came in. As you walk back the path, you see a woman with long hair tied up in a ponytail. She has on leather armor and a sword hangs at her side. She looks at you and smiles, then walks away. You continue on with your quest. Gaze into the future. I'm gonna gaze into the future. Alright, gaze into the future. You gaze into the future. Alright, you see a man with long black hair and gold around his neck. He has an elegant manner and strong build. You see him walk up to you. Hi, I'm looking for a horse. Is that yours? Yes. You nod yes. I'll take that then. You hand over the reins to your horse. He's gonna take our horse. Why is he gonna take our horse? And why kick him in the face. Alright, kick him in the face. You try to kick him in the face, but he easily blocks it. He says, I'm so sorry. I think I left my mind in another dimension. How rude of me. You get back on your horse and continue on your journey south. He left his mind in another dimension. What? He left his mind in another dimension. So his mind's in another dimension. Okay. And his wife. His mind and wife. My mind and wife. In another dimension. I think I left my mind and wife in another dimension. Alright, wake up. Okay, you wake up and examine yourself. You seem to be a young man. Clean cut with a strong jaw. You look around you. You're lying down in some grass. Your horse, still saddled, stands nearby. You get up and get on your horse. You decide to head towards the south. You take out your map and examine it. It's a bunch of gibberish. I'm gonna say, it's all a bunch of gibberish. It's all a bunch of gibberish. It's all a bunch of gibberish. Alright, you say, it's all a bunch of gibberish. It's all a bunch of gibberish, you say. What? That's what alright. What? It's all a bunch of gibberish, you say. Why didn't you tell me about that before? I didn't know it then, you say. The map reads Kingdom of Lorien, 23-12-23. So, it's just a bunch of gibberish. Yes! 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 You say yes. You start laughing. You look over at your horse. It seems to be looking at something off the map. What you're looking at? You say, it's a bunch of gibberish, but it looks like there are coordinates written at the bottom, you say. You decide to look at the map. Why would I just say it's a bunch of gibberish? This is funny. Alright, wake up. No, wait, Bart. Oh wait, I said fart! I forgot to change it. I said fart. You say fart twice. Alright, you decide to look at the map. It reads Kingdom of Lorien 23-12-23. Fart, you say. What? Fart. The map, you say. I thought you said it was a bunch of gibberish. It is just farts. Fart. Fart. You fart. You fart and the map lights up with a bunch of random numbers and letters. I almost said lettuce. It's a magic trick, didn't you? You say. I have no idea what you're talking about. The map! It said the map was gibberish? Well, it did. Wake up. I'm gonna wake up from this nightmare. Wake up from this nightmare.
Babe,
What?
do you want me to bring you some food, or you want to wait until you're done?
You can bring me it now.
Okay.
I'll just have to stop. I mean, like, not the stream, I just have to stop doing stuff in AI Dungeon, you know? You wake up to examine yourself. You seem to be a young man. You wake up from this nightmare. You wake up and examine your... Ah! Okay, I'm a young man, clean cut with a strong jaw, and I take out my map, go to class. I'm just gonna go to class. Your teachers. You decided to go to class. Your teacher's a wizard with a long beard. He teaches you the ways of magic after class. You have learned fire, combust and burn your foes. Water, quench and refresh yourself. Air, move with speed and power. You finally used your MP, let's go! Yay! Use magic on your teacher. Alright, cast a spell on your teacher. Cast a art on your teacher. Hold up, I'm just gonna say cast a magic spell. Well, now he's not gonna want to teach you more spells. Well, I'm gonna cast a magic spell on my teacher. You cast a magic spell on your teacher.
Alright, there you go. April Fools! You thought I was giving you food?
Alright, you decide to try to cast a magic spell on the teacher. You close your eyes and concentrate, but nothing happens. You open your eyes again and again. You are disappointed. The teacher walks past you and says, "What happened?" You speak, but nothing comes out. You try again. Nothing. Everyone is getting fooled this stream. I got fooled twice! I'm gonna retry.
The mac and cheese is done, babe, if you want some.
Alright, you put on a pair of enchanted gloves. I cast a magic spell on you. You concentrate and channel your magical energy into your hands. Then you blow on your hands and produce a small spark. You focus and aim the spark in your teacher's beard.
What?
The sparks hit the beard, and the fire starts running through it. That's
What?
exactly what I wanted. I wanted
April, then you shouted. April Fools. Set your teacher's beard on fire.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. To eat my food.
It's hot in here. Maybe it's just me cooking. So how's everyone's April Fools? Have you been fooled by anything online yet? Besides us.
You were going to say.
Oh. I guess before I said besides us, he was going to mention us.
No, it's really good, perfect.
What?
Really good.
Oh. No one's fooled you yet.
But did get to see other people get fooled, which is always fun.
Was it you doing the fooling? Because then that's amazing.
It's such an amazing feat.
I haven't been on my computer all day.
Not this time.
Although, my husband read me the April Fool's joke for World of Warcraft, but that's hardly believable, so... It's more of just, like, being funny than an actual being fooled.
You wanna know who I think is a real fool?
The chair.
No.
The man in the shopping cart with the woman
No.
from yesterday at the deli booth. The deli counter.
No.
Okay, who?
Gilbert.
What? Well, he's a full 365 days a year.
24/7.
Not just April 1st.
Gilbert. Yep. You know which one I'm talking about.
Gilbutt.
He's never. He is a fool. He is a fool. He's just playing 4D chess far beyond my or your level. I'm not sure if he even plays chess. I think he's too busy being a steward to play chess.
Well, now he's too busy being in jail.
Mm-hmm. April.
I can't wait to see what happens.
April Fools. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say who because it's a character the next game of Trails of the Sky, but there is this one character that literally calls himself a fool. But I'm not gonna say who it is for reasons. Your teacher runs around yelling.
He thinks it's funny.
What? Your teacher runs around yelling, "Hey, Bravo!" Your classmates run laugh with you. The teacher's beard is on fire. They run out of school. Out to the street. The parents. Run out of school, screaming and yelling. You ride your horse into the street.
Why do you ride your horse into the street?
I have no idea.
So at first the teacher's laughing, and then he's
And then students and parents
and the parents and the students.
run out of the school, screaming and yelling.
You forget how to stop, drop, and roll.
Alright, stop, drop, and roll. Alright, I have an idea. Stop, drop, and roll. Your teacher lost his mind with his student. What? No! Stop!
Bind him into another dimension.
No, and his wife.
And his wife.
And his wife. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. I forgot to put the last out. You saw drop and roll. Alright, you stop, drop, and roll. You emerge from the dust and dirt unscathed. Your teacher screams. As he runs burning down the street. You laugh and laugh. Your classmates laugh with you. Your parents, however, don't.
Why were the parents there?
I don't know. Why aren't you laughing? Alright. April Fools. Fools.
I just like how he was laughing at first. Now he's screaming.
And then we ride our horses in the street. Alright, you April Fools. Your teacher yells and yells as he runs down a burning street. April Fools, April Fools. You laugh and laugh. Your classmates parents don't. We lost our lines.
You repeated the previous thing.
Run away. You run away. You start running through the town. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop laughing until I'm in the country. You laugh and laugh. And the parents.
What? This is like a song now.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop laughing until I'm in the country. You laugh and laugh. Your classmates laugh with you. The parents, however, don't.
Oh my god.
Set the world on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Set the world on fire. And Colonel Richard did this. Colonel Richard did this. Colonel Pawpaw did this. This has escalated really quickly. Wait, what?
Okay, it's
What? You start setting the world on fire. I'm not gonna stop. I'm laughing up till I'm in the country. I want to set the world on fire.
It's a song.
You wanted the burning town. I'm not gonna stop. No. The baritone. Okay, that's it. The end. The end.
Yes, however, don't the end.
Oh, that's it. Okay, bye. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. We'll be a princess. Alright, who's the princess gonna be?
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to accidentally spoil things.
Okay. Joshua!
Oh, Joshua.
Cecilia Bright. Joshua Cecilia Bright. Cecilia is his middle name. You are Joshua Cecilia Bright. Alright, you are Joshua Cecilia Bright, a princess living in the kingdom of Lorion. You wake up in a big feather bed and hear clamoring outside your door. A knight rushes in to tell you that your parents, 2 months early, have arrived for the big day. Your mommy and daddy have brought you to the cathedral for your christening.
Yeah.
Your daddy pets your mommy on the bottom while she puts you on his shoulders.
What?
What? This is kind of weird. Retry? Can I retry this?
Why is my dad groping my mom?
In front of me! Alright. Rest of the time your people are gonna go to war against the kingdom of Aron. Aurora. And you must pack your belongings immediately. You tell the knight to go away and says you can go to war if you want, but he will escort you there. You pack up your belongings quickly and learn that the knight was right. Your father has decided to go to war.
The princess would never go into war.
Drive away from the country.
Drive?
Drive away from the country. Alright, you drive away from the country. You pack up your belongings and say goodbye to your family. The knight comes to your room and says he will escort you to the front line. You'll leave your home and see your people gathered around their campfire singing a song. You join the procession of people walking to the front line. Your family and friends wave goodbye to you as you walk away.
Oh, they're escorting you to the war.
Drive away from the country.
Drive away from the war.
Go to McDonald's.
Go to McDonald's.
Yes, McDonald's sells everything. McDonald's.
Oh man, that beard. I'm gonna be laughing about that for ages.
The beard.
You set your teacher's beard on fire. April Fools!
April Fools! That escalated really quickly. Indeed. Alright, you join the stream of people walking to the McDonald's. You see adults and children alike walking to the door to the restaurant, run to and follow them in and see the line of people snaking around the block. You join with the line with hundreds of other people. You find yourself moving at an incredibly slow pace.
Everyone's gotta get their
Mictron.
Mictrons before
And-
heading into battle.
Order a Mictron and a McFlurry.
Yeah, I love McFlurries.
Wait, that's a real thing?
Yeah, it's like a shake, a milkshake.
Oh. I thought it was a thing that the AI came up with, like Mictron. Alright, the line finally moves forward and you find a table. The person sitting there waves you over to sit with them. You sit down and notice there are 2 little girls sitting with their grandmother. You ask them how old they were, and they tell you that they were 2 and 4 years old.
Aww.
Aw.
Tap them on the head and order them a Mictron.
Shove a Mictron into their mouths.
Force them to eat McTrons.
Okay. April Fools!
April Fool.
April Fools!
You just shout.
You April Fools! Unrealistic. In real life, the ice cream machine will be broken. You play the April Fool's game with the older woman and her two daughters. I thought it was two little girls and their grandmother. Not an older woman and her two daughters. Is this a different person or is this the same one?
I don't know.
You answered their questions correctly and they give you a prize. The little girls give you a big smile and wave as you leave the restaurant.
Wait, I want my McTron.
I want a McTron. I'm not gonna. You say I want a McTron. One of the little girls runs up to you and hands you a toy McTron. You hand her back the toy and tell her that she can have this one she wanted. She says, I want it! And runs back to her grandmother. You realize now is your chance to ask the children for their autograph.
What?
Why are we asking for their autograph?
They're 2 and 4 years old. They don't even know how to read.
Wake! Walk up. Okay, just
Fart.
kidding. Fart up.
Fart up.
Okay, wake up. You wake up and decide what to wear. You can wear skinny jeans and a plain short skirt, or you can wear a long skirt and a button-up shirt.
But
You-
you can't.
What?
No,
You decide on the skirt and the shirt.
Why can't you do both? Wear the skirt over the jeans and the button up unbuttoned over your. What was the other shirt?
There wasn't.
Oh, wait.
You
wear
wear
skinny jeans and a. Oh, they do put the jeans and the skirt on.
Alright,
Never mind.
you decide on the skirt and shirt because you really like the way the skirt looks and you feel comfortable in the skirt. I keep on thinking it says skin. You get dressed and decide to leave your room. Bye. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. You bye bye. You bye bye. You bye bye.
Time for Tilly. Bye bye.
You go downstairs and find that the line for breakfast is already formed. It's formed into one long line with 300 people in front of you.
Wait, what?
Okay, I was just kidding. You join the line and find yourself to move faster than you ever have before. You are surprised at how quickly the line moves forward. When you get to the front of the line, you're surprised to find out that the line is so big, it goes around the whole building.
Well, good thing you got there when you did.
Wow, people must really love the Dairy Queen. I
Oh
want
my god.
a Okay, I want a milkshake. Alright, I want...
You're not typing in it.
No! Alright, I want a milkshake.
I want a shaky milk.
I want a milkshake. I want a milkshake and a diamond and boots and boots. I'm done. You want to get a milkshake when you get to the front of the line. The line is so big that the people in front of you bump your elbows with theirs. You get to the front of the line and find that you have to push people aside to get through.
I thought you were already in the front.
I want a milkshake!
Give me a milkshake, please.
Get your milkshake.
Grab milkshake.
Grab the milkshake.
I remember when I was little, Dairy Queen, I don't remember if it had a place where you could order, but they had like a big freezer where you could pick out your ice creams.
Oh. Alright, you get your milkshake and find that you have to push aside more people.
Oh gosh.
What is going on?
Back then, that was when Dairy Queen used Charlie Brown characters on their cups.
Oh. Order a Charlie Brown cup. Order a Charlie Brown cup. Turns out you're a big fan of Charlie Brown. You watched it when you were 5. Order a Charlie.
Order Charlie Brown. Oops.
I forgot the cup.
Order Charlie Brown and find that you should put people aside even more.
Oh my god. Push everyone. Go home.
Just go home. Go home without your Charlie Brown.
You go home and realize that the push aside more people.
It's gonna say that.
You go home. I want to go home. You go home and find us alive for breakfast and it's gone even longer. You decide to go back to your room and change out of your skirt and top and instantly more comfortable. You go downstairs and find that the light has gone even longer. There are a million people.
I'm sure Dairy Queen wishes there was a million people waiting to get in their store.
And you the end.
You had to push even more people to
You
find
try to get to the
the
front of the line, but you realize that might not be possible. You decide to go back upstairs and find something more edible. The end. The end! Okay, let me do story.
That's it.
You try to get to the front of the line, but you realize. Okay, the end.
That's all she wrote.
That's it. That's gonna be all the AI dungeon for this amazing April Fools. Oh, speaking of which, I have an announcement to make.
Oh yeah.
So I've been thinking about this announcement for a very long time. I've been waiting for a nice time to announce it, and I think now is a good time to announce the announcement. This announcement is very important, so listen very carefully as I announce the announcement. I'm gonna announce it now. You're almost there. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. For commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other word.
Any other word.
I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Run around and disturb you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna.
You're just
I forgot.
faster than he can type.
No! I forgot the last part. A Rick roll 2 streets in the wall. Never gonna tell a lie. Hurt you.
Come here, boo. You're such a sweet girl.
April Fools, people! Hope you enjoyed being Rick rolled. Hope you